Welcome to Revelation Unraveled. I'm your host, William Tapley, also known as the Third Eagle of the Apocalypse and the co-prophet of the End Times. This is a follow-up to my video about the Norway spiral, which I believe was a sign from God, a warning to Obama about World War III. Several YouTubers have given me various other interpretations which I thought I would share with you. Now Missy, the white girl, 1981, wrote to me the following. I have a question for you. The spiral looks a lot like a 6. There have been 3 spirals in Russia, Norway, and China. Could this be 666? I think it is a bit odd that Obama was on his way to Norway when the last one occurred. Even if it was just a missile, God uses things to give us messages. I believe you're absolutely right, Missy. Now, Cyberthug had a little different spin on this, because he thought this Norway spiral was satanic in origin. Here's what he said. Google the occult meaning of spiral. This is not a sign from God. It's a very satanic sign that occultist Satanists use daily. Well, I agree with you, Cyberthug. I believe it is evil, although I believe it comes from God. As you can see on my chart here, that the symbol does look like a spiral, and that sometimes during the flight, this Norway spiral did look like a 6. So I think both Missy and Cyberthug are making good points. I think the most interesting comment I received was from Don Paul Pro. He reminded me that the Blessed Mother at Fatima, in the second secret of Fatima, said that a mysterious light would precede a war punishment from God. So let me read what that refers to. Now this book is called Sister Lucia by Mark Fellows, and he writes, You have seen hell where the souls of poor sinners go. Now the Blessed Mother had just given a vision of hell to the 3 children. To save them, God wishes to establish in the world devotion to my Immaculate Heart. If what I say to you is done, many souls will be saved, and there will be peace. The war is going to end. Now this was World War I. But if people do not cease offending God, a worse one will break out during the reign of Pius XI. Now the worst war that Blessed Mother is talking about was World War II, which broke out during the next Pope. So this is a prophecy in itself, because Pius XI was not on the throne of Peter at this time. And she continues, When you see a night illumined by an unknown light, know that this is the great sign given you by God, that He is about to punish the world for its crimes by means of war, famine, and persecutions of the Church and of the Holy Father. Now some people believe this prophecy was fulfilled in September 1938, when a great light did appear throughout Europe, and World War II started within less than a year. But if you continue with this passage, you will see it very easily could also refer to a great light before World War III. To prevent this, I shall come to ask for the consecration of Russia. Well, this definitely sounds more like World War III than World War II. To my Immaculate Heart and the communion of reparation on the first Saturdays. If my requests are heeded, Russia will be converted, and there will be peace. If not, she will spread her errors throughout the world. This has already happened. Causing wars and persecutions of the Church. This has already happened. The good will be martyred. There have been many martyrs, and there still are in communist China today. The Holy Father will have much to suffer. Various nations will be annihilated. Now this last prophecy has yet to occur. The various nations being annihilated refers to World War III. Now the only thing about this sign which may not be the Norway spiral is that it was an unknown light. Now we know what caused the Norway spiral, but at the same time all the attributes of this sign were from God and not from the Russians. The Russians did not plan for this rocket to make a blue spiral in the sky over Oslo, Norway, just before Obama picked up his so-called Nobel Peace Prize. Now I should add that the message of Fatima was not just for Catholics. Remember, the Blessed Mother did not appear to the Pope or to any bishops. She appeared to 3 shepherd children. Jacinta, Lucia, and Francisco. In other prophecies, I can't remember if it was Bayside or Garabandal, the Blessed Mother warned that more souls go to hell because of sins of the flesh than any other reason. And one of the images of this Norway spiral was the yin-yang, which is a sign from pagan Eastern culture, but in our own Western culture is a symbol of perverted sex. I believe that if this Norway spiral is examined and all of the various images associated with it, we will find that this is a very complicated and important warning from Almighty God. I believe it ties in together many different prophecies, both in the Bible and recent prophecies of the Blessed Virgin Mary. We know from Daniel 11 that the last king of the south, who is Obama, will provoke the last king of the north, who is the premier of Russia, into World War III. We all know that this was a rocket launch from Russia, and it certainly looked as if it was headed right towards Obama receiving his Nobel Peace Prize. Now, I don't mean that literally, I mean that symbolically. I think in the days and weeks ahead, many more people are going to recognize very important prophecies in this Norway spiral. And if you would like more information or a free copy of my book, Revelation Unraveled, simply write to the address you see on your screen.